Hi, today is 25th June 2021 and our today's video topic is what are data types in Java and their types. So there are two types of data types. So first is primitive, second is non-primitive. In primitive data types there are Boolean and numeric data types. In Boolean there are Booleans uh, and in numeric characters and integrals data types. So in character there is char and integral there is integer data type and floating point data type. In integer data type there is byte, short, int and long, and in floating point there is float and double. So in non-primitive data type there is string, array and the data types which are defined by users. So what are these all data types and their uses? So in the boolean data type is a 1 bit data byte. 1 bit data byte, it shows true or false conditions. It shows only true or false. Okay, so in character data type char, it shows only alphabet. So the alphabet, if you are going to save the alphabet in any variable, so it is stored in char data type. So for example, char a is equal to uh, in in single quoted only a or only b or only one. So character may be only one, also zero, also small a, small alphabets, capital alphabets, exclamatory sign, special characters as well. So now the other integer data types are byte, short, int and long. These data types are used to store the numeric values. For example, byte, these why there are four data types. There are four data types because as per the capacity of usage of RAM. So byte data type stores 2 byte of data, 1 byte of data. Short data type stores 2 byte of data. It requires 2 byte of space, 2 byte of data, 2 byte. Int require 4 bit. Long require 8 bit. Okay, so these are all the types which are differ by each other due to the space occupied at the RAM. All four data types takes different all the four data types take the different space of the RAM as per their defined value. And the other are float and double. So float and doubles are different from this integer data type because float and double stores the point value. So while storing the value as a float, we have to write f in front of that variable value, and while storing in double we don't have to write such characters, or we don't have to define such characters after the variable. So what is the difference between float and double? Float float data type stores up to 7 point value. Means if we take an example 32.2 or 32.22222 up to 7, the values after the points are say in up to 7 in float data type, and in double data type there are up to 15 and above. Okay, or maximum to 15. So this is the difference between all the this is the difference between all the data types in Java. And multiple data types can be used in one Java program, and the calculation of multiple data types is also done in Java. So there is one special data type int, which is whenever we specified int a is equal to 0, int a is equal to 5, int b is equal to 5, int b is equal to 10. So if we use a divided by b, so we get the quotient value. If we use b divided by a divided by b, so we get the remainder value. So what is the purpose of this difference? So whenever we have to find the even or odd number or any other scenario or other scenarios there where the need of quotient or where the need of remainder is required, we use the int, that is int a mod int b, or int a divided by int b. For example, if we take an example of even odd number, so we can write the, if we take a is equal to 20, so we can write the equation that if a mod if a mod 2 is equal to 0, that we can see if 20 divided by 2 is 0, then the number is even. Okay, so we can take any number, 66 is totally 100% divided by 2, so the result will be, the quotient will, the remainder will be always 0, so the number will be always even, else the number will be odd. So this is the use of mod in integer type, and all others are normally used as per their defined values. So now multiplication, division, subtraction, and addition of all these integers, or all these of all these data types, integer and floating data types, is possible. So if we use int into int, so it will be the result will be stored in the long. If we use short plus byte, the result will be stored in int. If we use byte into byte, the result will be stored in short. Means we can say that if any one of the any of the small variable is added or multiplied or uh, added or multiplied, the result is stored in the upper value variable, upper value data type. So for example, that we see the example, byte plus byte is equal to, the result will be stored in short. But here the condition defines that if the division is going on, for example, short a divided by short b, so the result may be in point. So always the output will be in double or float condition. So data types, in string data type is used to store the list of characters or the series of characters. For example, my name is Shantanu Tumme. So this is the sentence. From a string stores a collection of characters. String is a collection of characters. In character, what we do, that we store only A, only B, only C. But in string we can store a sentence, a paragraph, a letter, anything. So string stores a sequence of, string is a sequence of characters. So now what is user defined? So we can define any data type in Java as per the requirement of the user, which will be considered in non-primitive data types as per the string is. So this is all about data types and its types. Thank you.